I'll tell you, man, you can go all day long and not know he's here and not see him. And you can bend over just for a second to pick something up and you'll find out real quick. He's here. Alright folks, thank you for tuning in and keeping it here. I do appreciate that very much, and I want to take time to thank you for it. If my videos help you and you like them, if they taught you anything, or if you just like to watch them, or maybe you like the comedy parts of them, please come over to my new channel. All you got to do, I'll put a link in the description down there, and all you got to do is click that link and click subscribe. That's all you got to do. 2 clicks, man, and you're signed up. It's free. And you can click the bell if you want to be notified, you know, every time I put a video up over there. I'm putting a lot of them up over there right now. And I'm going to continue to put a lot there and see what happens to it. Besides, I need the watch time. I need to get 4,000 hours watch time. So if you could help me out with that, just click a playlist and go off and let it play, man. Or, you know, run it with the volume off in another tab. Okay, a lot of you have pointed out to me and told me, a bunch of you, man, we're talking about how many videos I got on humidifying your guitar. And I do have several on that. And as you guys have pointed out, I don't think I have any of what to do with a guitar that's overly humidified. Too much humidification. I don't know if I do or not. When you make as many videos, I was looking on this channel, the bigger one, because I'll probably put this video on the little one too. But I was looking on the bigger one, and I've got over 1,000 videos now, man. Over 1,000 videos. I think you got to have about that many before anything really starts to happen, but nothing's happening. And tell me what you guys think about the YouTube Shorts. Put in the comments below. Do you like those? I can cover a lot of important information in those in a very little bit of time. Well, 1 minute, they like to keep them 1 minute or less than that. So I can cover some really, right directly to the point stuff with those shorts, and I figured I'd try them out because they're killing this channel dead, man. The bigger one, they are killing it dead. I can show you graphs and stuff from the analytics all day. I'm not going to get on that boat. We're not riding that boat tonight. We're talking about guitars that are overly humidified. Okay? What do you do about them? Well, if you live in a place like this here, where I am, the humidity stays through the roof, man, all the time. All year around, it stays high. Summertime days, it'll get up to 100%, and it'll stay there day and night for a long time. So I have a lot of trouble with over-humidified guitars right here. And you asked me what you could do about it. And there are a few things you can do. I'm going to share the things I do. A lot of times if you got a usually, if you got a guitar that's, I'm talking about acoustics right now, but electric ones, we'll get to those. When that humidity gets in the wood has got to swell. It's got to get bigger. And I'm sorry about all the background noise. That's why I call it the house that never sleeps. What could you say? When the humidity gets into that wood, it does it usually from the inside of the guitar because your finish, you know, seals it on the outside. When it gets in there, the wood gets bigger. And the back and the sides and the top and everything expands, okay? You got all your glue joints and everything if it's a solid guitar. Usually what happens is the top will belly up. You get a big belly on top. Now I've seen them before, stored acoustic guitars with no strings on them, no string stress, over humidified and the top sunk in. That don't happen as often because usually they have strings on them and the stress, you know, pulling up on that belly all the time, and the water pushing out on the wood, swelling it up. Usually we'll get a belly on the top of the guitar. What are you going to do? How are you going to get that down? There's a couple of things, methods I use, and here's one of them. This is the one I use mostly. Take you an old bath towel or a beach towel, whatever, the biggest towel you can fit in your guitar, okay? Just a big towel. Unfold it, throw it in your dryer. You may have to ask your wife's or husband's permission. Anyway, just throw that towel in the dryer and get it really super hot, man, okay? Heat it up. You want it to be dry. Of course, you don't want to put a wet towel on your guitar. Heat that towel up and make it dry and hot as you can get it. As hot as you can get it. Bring it immediately before any heat escapes. Shove that towel right down inside of your guitar, okay? Spread it out in there so it's, you know, covering the entire inside of the back of the guitar, because you want that heat and dryness to go everywhere. And then cover the sound hole with something. It can be about anything in this case, because it doesn't matter if it absorbs moisture or not. All you're trying to do is hold that heat in there as long as you can. You don't have to do this very long. If you check your guitar and it's over 55%, leave that towel in there until it cools off, and then leave it. I'd heat it up again if the guitar is really humidified really badly. After it cooled off, the towel I'm talking about, I would take it out, throw it in the dryer again, heat it up hot as you can get it, and do it again if the guitar is really bad. But do monitor, you know, check that in there. I swear, man, Memorial Day weekend, people mowing grass and building fences and shit. I mean, you know, supposed to be a time of rejoice. Is it not? Not here. They be mowing grass and building fences and shit, man. I'm gonna be cooking. I'll be enjoying this Memorial Day. Wish you all a great one, man. Hope you have a very happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope you're getting ready to eat like I'm gonna eat shortly. There it is. Hold on. Usually on a bad guitar, a couple, 3 times max of doing this, what I'm telling you, will that towel will absorb all the moisture, just suck the water out of that wood like a sponge, man, and into the towel. Each time you throw it in the dryer and dry it out, you're getting it really dry again. All the moisture, draw it out, throwing it in there, getting it really dry again. Then you put it in here, and that heat just pulls the moisture out of the guitar. Cover the sound hole. Now that's one way of doing it, but don't overdo it. Like I'm saying, monitor your humidification inside the guitar. Put one of these inside of the guitar. All it is just I got it from Amazon. I think, no, one of these I got from Amazon. Here's what the other one looks like. It's a Taylor. Do that a couple times with the towel, and then put one of those in the guitar without the towel. Cover the sound hole and leave that at least 24, maybe 36 hours. And you'll get, you know, a fairly close reading what the humidity percentage is inside of your guitar. Okay? Now, the other way, oh, by the way, if it's an electric guitar, they usually not too bad about getting overly humidified, but it does happen. If it is an electric, do the same thing. And spread the towel out over the guitar in the guitar's case and shut the case and leave that till it gets cool. And you may have to do it 2 or 3 times. Usually electric guitars don't get over humidified though too bad. I mean, it happens. They get humidity or get dry, but not like an acoustic guitar, like acoustics do. Hollow bodies and semi-hollow bodies, they do. They get over humidified a lot. The guy sent me a picture in email. It was a archtop guitar. I don't know if I ever knew the name of it. I think it was a Gibson. It was an archtop electric guitar, and the F-holes had split and cracked beyond the ends of the F-holes. The top was all crooked and stuff. The ends of the F-holes were uneven. He said, "Is there anything that I can do?" And I said, "Man, the guitar is dried completely out." I said, "Get some of these little dampets like I use, because they were getting the F-hole easy. They make them different sizes. There's a little one for mandolins and violins or whatever." But I told him, I said, get a couple of those, or get more than a couple. Stick them down in the F-hole, seal the F-holes off, just tape over them or whatever, and leave the guitar. You know, keep that in there for a couple or 3 days. I don't know how long it was. It was a couple of weeks, I think. He wrote me again, and he said, "Wow, look at this." He showed me pictures of it. Completely straightened that guitar out, man. Now, it had some cracks in there that had to be glued, but at least they were lined up, you know, and you could glue them now. It was in horrible shape. I mean, it was just looked like it was ready to collapse. All right, got a little off subject there. The other way that I sometimes dry guitars out if they're overly humidified is with just a hair dryer. a lady's hair dryer. I got one right here. I don't really recommend this way because they get pretty hot, man. And you don't want to get too hot inside of there because your glue joints get soft, you know. And especially if it's got strings on it, you want to do that under string tension. I wouldn't recommend even the towel in there under string tension. Take your strings completely loose or off of the guitar would be even better. But a hair dryer will work, and I would run that one low, as low a setting, you know, heat-wise, as it will go. And, you know, probably shouldn't be telling you this with the hair dryer thing, but I do it. You just got to be conscious, keep your head on, know when to stop, because you can really dry it out. That moving hot air will really dry a guitar out fast. Sometimes so fast that the finish will, if the top's bellied up, and if it does go back down, it'll go down so fast the finish can't respond to that, and it shatters. It's just like shattered glass, or it'll have big long cracks in the finish if you dry it out too fast. The same thing if you humidify one too fast can happen. The finish just can't respond that quick like the wood changes. The wood, you'd be surprised, I think, to know how much actually that wood, how much bigger it gets when it's full of water. You know what I mean? But there's your two ways. The towel is a dandy method, heating the towel and shoving it back in there and letting it do the job, you know. Cover the hole, leave it, check it. You may probably will need to do it again if it's overly humidified, or your humidity is like our humidity here is. Good Lord, it's 66% right here now, and you know, it shouldn't be that high. But it's going to go way up higher than that. I'm telling you, I know it will, because it always does every summer. Alright, I think that's the only thing I was going to tell you on this video. Thank you guys and ladies who pointed out that I don't know, I guess I have a video on a guitar that's overly humidified. Well, now I do. I'm going to have. I will have. By the time you see this, I will have. It'll be up. How else would you see it if it wasn't up? I mean, this is stupid, man. I just realized it'll probably be a week or more before this video makes YouTube, because they go on Patreon first. So let me just say, I hope you guys had a nice Memorial Day weekend, as good as we've had here. Man, I've already ate 2 of those. I'm going to eat another one right now. And I'll see you next time. People mowing grass and building fences and shit.